without warning me before that we're doing a clap sync.
I can absolutely do what I want. Okay. I clap synced, by the way.
Okay, fine.
So
I clap synced in my head.
Okay, we need to. You need to clap. If you don't clap, there is no point in a clap sync.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You need to warn me that we're doing a clap sync so that I can do a clap sync.
I thought we were in sync.
We're not.
I thought we didn't.
Oh. We're not. Until we do the clap sync, we're not.
Like who? Okay. That's pretty good.
Alright.
Not gonna lie. Okay, so we're here. We're re-recording.
We're re-recording. I guess we're re-recording, but we're not. Yeah. We're technically not re-recording. Anyways, welcome back to the WAT podcast. This is season 2. Forget the final episode of season 1. That one's like, scraped.
Thank the fucking Lord. I thought you were gonna make me talk about
no.
KSI and Logan Paul twice.
No. Hell no. Like, I can't do that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Appreciate that.
Yeah, so we are in season 2, and the reason why we chose to do season 2 is because it's our, I guess, 1 year anniversary of tomorrow. Tuesday the 19th is our 1 year anniversary. Tuesday the 19th of November.
Okay. If we time this correctly, by the time we're finishing this recording, it will be literally our anniversary.
For you.
For me.
But not for me.
Not for you. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So we decided that it would be a good time to, close the curtains on our first year, as this was something that we kind of did on a whim, and start fresh, start new. But before we move on,
can I tell you something? I think we need to bring in a third guest. Like, we need to bring in a third host.
We need to bring in a third guest, like a permanent third guest.
Yeah, like a third permanent host. Okay, I guess it could be like
or rotating guest.
I feel like maybe.
But there has to be 3 people.
Or like, yeah, I feel like, especially like, if we bring like, we should bring in someone that like adds a whole different dimension to the things we talk about. But it's also hard to find someone who.
Yes, exactly.
That's a problem.
Maybe we should have started. We should have started a season 2 with a brand new guest.
Yeah. No. Okay. No. That doesn't. I feel like season 2 has to be started by us because we are.
We are the OGs. Fair enough.
But we season 2 would be a good time to bring in a new person. See what they can bring to the table, what shows they could bring. Maybe if the fact that it's just you and I trying to do this,
right,
is like also limiting us.
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe because think about it, like, if you have a third person, right, there's no need for the constant, like, you and me. They could be like alternate rotations the day you can't do it. Like, that would be also a good way to keep up content.
I guess so, yeah. That's true.
Because we don't have to be all 3,
we can either have all 3 or just once in a while just 2 people. That makes sense.
Yeah, and based off the interest of the other person, the topics can also fluctuate.
Yeah.
Like, if her and I or him and I have something in common, then, and you're not there, you can take that.
Fair enough.
I think it would be interesting to bring in a third person.
Fair enough.
Applications are now open.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we're now taking applications.
Yeah.
If you're interested, let me know.
Yeah.
Let us know. Can work something
seriously, if you want to actually be part, like, if you have ideas of how to actually bring the channel forward, things we can do, like, seriously, and you're committed to it, then we would love to have you on board.
With that out of the way, I think we should start season 2 with kind of, I guess, looking back on our first year. So I wanna Yeah.
That's a really good idea,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm so sorry for
That's
interrupting.
fine.
But I need to get this one thing out of the way. Is Disney Plus good?
Is what? Is Disney Plus?
Is Disney Plus
Oh
good?
yeah, shit. Oh, I forgot to actually mention that. But yeah, it's pretty good. Um, I'm
Okay.
currently I'm currently watching. I'm watching like pretty much almost everything that's new, that's out. So like I'm watching The
Mm-hmm.
Mandalorian, which is
Yeah.
actually phenomenal. Like
Mm-hmm.
I so I think when was it? Saturday. Like the new episode came out on Friday. The only thing is like right now it's just plagued with a lot of customer issues. Like sometimes when a launch is not successful, so like I could not log into my account for at least 2 days, because the site was
Wow.
like it had crashed, um, and
Mm-hmm.
it was a weird reason. So the way it is, it's like when you go onto the splash page, like the homepage, right? Um,
Mm.
there's like a login button on the top. I'll just put up a screenshot on the thing, but there's like a login button on the top right hand corner of the screen, and most of the times you'd have to click it, or sometimes if you're just logged in already, it'll that page will load and then instantly it'll take you to your like homepage where all your stuff is. um, but when the site was not working for me, like even if I pressed the login button, nothing would happen, so I would just be stuck on the homepage forever. um, and this was like persistent through in like on all my devices except on my phone. But the thing is, I didn't want to watch The Mandalorian on my phone because like that show is like you gotta watch it on a semi decent, like on a decent screen like that. Um, and the thing is, it's so much fun to watch. Like it's each episode is only 30 minutes, and when I was watching it on Sunday, I I didn't even know like I thought I was watching it for 15 minutes and it was done. Like that's how much fun I was having while watching it, which is a good thing. So yeah, there's a lot of like other shows that I watch on it. Like there's the Jeff Goldblum one. That one's like really funny as well. Um, yeah, there's a lot of like really interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
And then yeah, the reason I bring it up is because like I have a significant other,
mhm,
right, who has got Disney
mhm.
Plus, and she has been rubbing it in my face literally all
I
week.
feel sorry for you guys that you have to wait till like mid
Yeah,
March not even mid March, end
it's
of
pretty.
March next year.
Yeah,
Um,
it's the worst feeling ever because like I've been seeing her Disney Plus, and like there's so many things I would want to watch that she has like HD access
yeah,
to. Like
The
she
Nat Geo
she
stuff on it is pretty crazy. I
yeah.
enjoy the Nat Geo stuff more than anything else currently.
Yeah. Like she was watching Phineas and Ferb, and I was like, "Fuck, I want to watch Phineas and Ferb." Like
Yeah,
the fact that it's like we think about like I haven't thought about watching Phineas and Ferb for a
mm-hmm,
while, like for so long now.
mm-hmm,
But the fact that she can and I
yeah.
can't really gets me. I'm like I've always like Phineas and Ferb was my favorite show out there. Like I should be able to watch it, kind of
Can you
thing.
not
But
access the site even with a VPN?
I'm not sure. I haven't tried it. I'm guessing you probably could. Like considering the issues it's had. I'm pretty sure like it's not like now at first on Netflix you could access everything like with a
Mm-hmm.
VPN, and then it got more stringent.
Did it?
Yeah, like now it like detects like I used to have a free VPN,
Mm-hmm.
right, and Netflix wouldn't detect it first, but now like after a while, it now picks up on my free VPN, so I can't use that anymore.
Which VPN did you have?
I don't know. It was like this thing called Setup VPN.
I see. I had Hola on it. I had like Hola on my Chrome, right? Which is like a just Chrome
Mhm.
extension VPN. And before it used to just change my shit anytime I wanted to use it, but recently, I think for the past year or something, you have to pay to access certain sites. So like Netflix and like Hulu and all that shit, you have to pay to get access to those. But sometimes
Yeah.
like the bullshit sites, that's all fine. That's all good. You can access those with the free VPN,
Yeah,
which is fine.
I haven't tried. Yeah, I haven't tried accessing Disney Plus, but I'm highly considering it because
The thing
it
is,
looks good as fuck.
you're gonna like waiting till mid-March next year. By that time, everything is probably going to be spoiled for you. So if you really want to watch like some of the stuff that's coming out now, you should probably just like get a VPN and do it.
What do you mean, like the stuff that will be spoiled for me?
Like if you want to, for example,
What?
watch The Mandalorian, right? So right now a lot of shit's being spoiled about the show, everywhere, and so
Yeah, but yeah, Mandalorian is fine. Like there's not like a new show on Disney Plus that I want to watch.
okay, so it's just
That's
finessing
not the
for
problem. Yeah, it's just like the old like nostalgic shows, the movies.
yeah.
Like the ability to watch Ratatouille
Mm-hmm.
is something I want. You know?
Yeah.
So that's more of it. It's not like the new shows.
Okay, so
Obviously, I don't know when the new Marvel shows are coming out.
the first one, Falcon and whatever, is coming out next year, and then the other ones are coming out in 2021.
Okay, yeah. So you see, like there's still like
There's a lot of time.
like I'll still have access to those.
Yeah, I think by the time you get it, the Falcon and whatever show is gonna be out.
I have been like I have heard there's a lot of like UI issues on Disney Plus. For example, like even like how you have a grid to type what like when you're searching. It's not a like the search bar.
Mm-hmm.
So a keyboard appears and the keyboard isn't a grid. It's like a whole like line.
I have not.
Is it the same?
I haven't searched for anything. Most of my stuff is whatever I want to watch is on my watch list. So.
Okay.
But there are a
Yeah,
few.
'cause
there are a few issues with it in terms of just like, the video player and stuff like that. Like what happens to me is if I want to, like for example, I watch the Gordon Ramsay show, right, and for that one I just watch like 2 episodes in a row or 3 episodes in a row. But the thing is,
Yeah.
after the first episode ends, you know how Netflix is like, while the credits are rolling, the second episode will start.
Mhm.
Yeah, so this one, it's like it doesn't do that. So so you have to wait for the entire thing to end, and then it'll go on to the next one. And if you're in full screen and it goes on to the next one, it'll come off full screen. So you have to go back full screen again. Which is annoying. So you have to like go back to full screen again, and it's just it's very, very disruptive. Obviously, I hope they sort out all that shit. You can't cast anything from your phone to anything, but the good thing is like you can download all HD shit on your phone.
Yeah.
Watch it offline, which is nice for me.
Then. Yeah, good for you to have. I can't believe I don't get the drastic like. That's such a long time to wait for UK users.
Yeah, I know. I wonder why they did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it does not feel good to be like
A
to be rubbed
peasant.
in that you have access to Disney Plus and I don't. Yeah. Because I remember like the day it came, like she got access to it.
Yeah.
She was like telling me about all the stuff that she has and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole day I spent in a jealous rage. I was like, I want it so bad. The most kiddish response.
There was a whole thread on Twitter, where Disney Plus like the Disney Plus Twitter account, they released a single, like they had a post for everything that was coming on the thing, on release date. You would have to scroll for 5 minutes to reach the end of the thread. That's how much shit that there was.
Yeah. It's incredible. But yeah, congratulations to you guys.
So yeah, moving along. So what I wanted to do was with the start of our season 2, I wanted to get your thoughts on how the first year has been for you, and I want to ask you that I have like the I have the statistics or the analytics for both of like our channels that we had this year, and I wanna ask you that what was your predicted views and like all that stuff. But before that, what were your like thoughts about the whole year?
Um, I mean, so,
You can be as harsh as you want. I think it's fair.
uh, I mean, I guess like we started off right,
Mm-hmm.
and then like we had that traction because we were doing something that no one's done before.
Yeah.
But then like eventually we just kept dropping in views. But I thought our content was pretty good,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like I kind of get like content creators now, you know, like it's a struggle to keep creating content without that incentive.
Yeah.
Like if you keep creating what you believe is good content,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still not working,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, you don't do this, let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a strange experience. Like I was like, and I have that conversation. Like I was first very into looking at the views,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I want this channel to grow.
Yeah.
And then so I was more into like, let's create content every week and everything.
Yeah.
But then I was eventually moved on to a more like, I am enjoying creating this, and for me to enjoy creating this, I can't do it every week. Like I don't think it's a system I can do every week.
Yeah. I think we've
Because
displayed that for the past like
yeah.
I don't know when was the last time we actually like sat down and did like a
Yeah.
whole show properly. I mean, we did one this weekend, but it was whatever.
So I appreciate this fact that because when we're doing it every week, right?
Yeah.
It's also a struggle to keep finding that content, and that's why we went through so many variations of what we would talk about, right?
Yeah.
Is we went from first doing movies and everything, reviews,
Yeah.
to just specific things, to just being okay, no, we can talk about everything or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a very interesting feeling, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's a good one. I think that right now, even if we don't create content for 4 weeks,
Yeah.
5 weeks,
Yeah.
I believe it's a good way to
break it
do
up.
it. Yeah, I rather have content that I'm happy to do. We had to re-record this.
Yeah.
But it's been so long. I'm yes, let's record. Even today, I woke up and I was what? I'm in the mood of recording.
Yeah.
But that mood wasn't there for very long when we were doing it every week.
Mm-hmm.
Because it felt more like you're doing work, but there's no reward for it.
Yeah.
But this feels like me just doing it because I enjoy it.
Yeah. I get that. I get that. I think it's the same for me, where it's initially when we started, we were really hyped and really excited. We're like, oh, we're gonna get 100 subs, but we set
how many subs do you have?
We set a crazy high standard for ourselves. On our first account we had 43. On our second one we currently have 26.
Nice.
But yeah, we did set a crazy high standard for ourselves. And I don't think we kind of met them, but then at the same time it was I don't know, I'm kind of a little bit disappointed in mostly because in myself. It's because I feel like we could have just done so much more, but then at the same time it's we're not seeing anything return, and so it was difficult to keep the motivation up.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just obviously
No, I agree.
obviously it was I wanted to do it because I liked doing it, and I think we both have reached a point where we want to record when we actually feel like recording, instead of pumping out something every week where it's completely low quality, bottom of the barrel, shit that we could just scrape along together to talk about, and so actually finding something funny and hilarious to talk about. and I think that will 100% work for us until we like find a third person who can like, you know, diversify it. And
Yeah.
and it's not like we're saying that okay, that the third person will just be one person. I think even having one new person may not even be enough for us to like be consistent, but it would definitely help us with being more consistent. But it wouldn't be
Yeah.
a complete 180 from what we were before.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I feel like bringing a third person kind of would be an interesting dimension to add.
Yeah.
And I absolutely think like the third person should be like a girl.
Oh.
I feel like, yeah. I and it's like I just think that there are so many things that I like as two dudes, I guess, in the most simplistic terms, right?
Yeah.
It's like we can agree on, but I would like to really see like
Someone else's
different perspective.
Yeah.
Because I've had these discussions with like other girls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially at the start when we like.
Yeah, when we're talking about more controversial stuff.
Not even like more controversial stuff. Like just at the start when we had that following, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of my friends were all like in that supportive like sense. Like all our friends were, you know, being that supportive.
Yeah.
Thing. So I had a lot more people to discuss it with.
Mm-hmm.
And there were always like this differing opinions.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like we need to bring that, like a different gender would bring a very interesting dimension to the things we talk about.
Yeah. I agree.
And there's and it opens up this whole variety of topics that us as dudes, I guess, aren't in a position to talk about.
Even that, and like even kind of like, I guess, comfortable talking about to each other in a way, if that makes sense.
So it would be very interesting to see. Like, yeah. So I definitely think it should be a girl.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually, yeah. So we're actually serious. If you wanna join.
Yeah, 100%.
Feel free.
With that being said, now, I wanna ask you. Over the past year, how many total views do you think we've had on both the channels combined?
Okay, both the channels combined.
Yeah.
3,000.
Oh, that's pretty accurate. No. That's pretty cool.
Okay, good.
We hit 3,500.
Yeah, I was literally about to increase it to like 3,200, and then you said it was pretty accurate, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, 3,500, pretty accurate, I would say so.
Yeah. So.
Alright, how much watch time do you think we've had total?
Total?
Watch time, yeah. In terms of hours. What's this?
Whew. I 22 hours.
22 hours?
Yeah.
No, not even close. I give you another chance.
15.
No, what the fuck, dude? That's like such a low ball. We're over 300 hours of total watch time.
So you see, my I was going very low, and my pure logic was like, there's only one person like watching like 45 minutes of it, or like 40 minutes of it.
No, but that's not even it. Like we've had 300. That's what's crazy. We had 300 plus watch time hours.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I know.
Yeah.
I think that's all I have in terms of analytics. I don't really have anything else. Yeah, the other stuff is just like where people are coming from, and all that. But that's whatever. Do you think that we did an acceptable job for our first year?
Yeah. I think we did pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think we, I like, and there was no point, right? Okay, like when we when we started, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like we kept doing it because we were like really into it.
Yeah.
And wanted to keep. when I would edit the podcast, sometimes I listen to it, and I really thought we were producing good content.
Mm-hmm.
But then they got to also a point where we were editing, and I was like, this also sounds very, like, just desperate to make content.
Yeah, there were
So
parts where we were just like
yeah,
scrapping for. I mean, that's why sometimes we would just like not record anything because we just didn't have anything to talk about.
so I think what we've done well this year is kind of navigate our channel and like balance out our priorities in terms of our content creation.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something that we've done well.
Mm-hmm.
Is we've figured out what we want from this channel as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what we want to achieve from it.
Makes sense.
And I still want to do things, and like there are all these different ideas that we have.
Yeah, we have.
But
I
it's
mean,
also,
we have so much. Like we have so much in our heads that we can do, but it's just like we either just don't have the time to do it, or we sometimes just lack the motivation to do it because we're just like, who's gonna watch it? You know.
No, I agree, and it's the most disheartening thing, and that this experience has kind of made me like think about, you know how like comedians will like do comedy for like 10 years, 8 years before they even get discovered.
Yeah.
And I was like, that takes some real perseverance. That takes real like, you know, you really can't get like, I mean, I'm sure they experience like that block where they're just like, fuck, what am I doing? But it takes some real perseverance to do it, and I find that really impressive.
Yeah.
Like I always, like it's not, I'm not being like, you know, an airhead and being like, oh, it takes like, I always knew that it takes some dedication to do it.
Yeah, but I think we've just learned how much.
Experience firsthand. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
how
much
it has to be.
Yeah, how much it takes to get a break.
Mm-hmm. And like
even though we've not even got our break yet. Like that's the crazy part.
Yeah, but we constantly be in that mindset of like working towards the break is a difficult thing to maintain.
Mm-hmm.
Like no one watching your comedy shows or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
No one watching your movies or whatever you're creating.
Yeah.
And still having that motivation to do it every single time.
Yeah.
In the hopes of it is something that I always knew existed, and I knew it takes effort. But I've just experienced it firsthand how much effort it really is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we've done well, and I think we can do better.
Oh, for sure.
But again, like, yeah. But I still think, yeah, that like, considering we have uni and everything, there's a lot of things we have to balance.
We have a lot of stuff to balance, and we've not learned that balance yet. Even with the whole, because I think majority of this 1 year, most of the content that we've produced has been when we were on holiday.
Yeah, I agree, and it's like even right now, right?
Yeah.
When you asked me when we can re-record,
yeah,
like I literally told you that at 9 p.m. at night is when I become free.
Yeah.
And you have classes like every day at night when I become free.
Yeah.
So finding that coordination, that's why I think like bringing a third person kind of eases that requirement for, you know, you and I to be in sync.
Yeah.
It's more just finding two people.
I think even if
three.
we find like a fourth person as well, like
that's
and it's like
well.
and you know what would be the best case scenario is if we have someone from each of our time zones, where that would like work out completely perfectly.
Yeah. I'm also down for having 4 people.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like, you know what we should do?
What?
If we should like put out like an ad, right? Like obviously we can't pay them, but if you're into it, you know, and you want to join, feel free.
Yeah.
And it should be more like what is it that you think our channel lacks and you can bring to it?
Okay.
You know, what ideas do you have that you think that these guys aren't doing that, and I feel I could bring that extra dimension.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. I will make an ad tonight.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll make an ad.
Because I don't even mind 4 people. Like honestly, it would help so much.
I agree. I will make an ad tonight, and I will post it up tomorrow. Tomorrow or when this, I don't know. I think it should be when this goes up. Just so that it's in sync. But either way, yeah, I completely agree.
Also increases the amount of audience we have.
Definitely.
Imagine having 4 people and like all of them have like 200 followers, right?
Yeah.
It's 3 people putting on their stories.
I like how you
Assuming
said
it's the
3 people because you're just not even included in this.
yeah. Listen, there's
No, it's
deep-rooted
fine.
trauma
It's fine.
to why I don't post
Listen,
it.
it's fine. I'm
So
not
even like
complaining that you don't
no,
post.
no, but think about it, like 300 people, right?
Yeah.
At least that would bring up our views from like 20 people to at least 30, 40.
Yeah. On average.
In my mind, I was going to be like 100, and I was like, stop doing that. Stop setting it
Stop
too
setting
high
it
hopes.
to a high of a standard.
So I was like, 40, 50 people.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually think the best way to bring it forward, and I think we've done well the first year, handling it as just us two.
Yeah.
With editing and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's been pretty good, and you've handled it more better than anyone else because you do a lot of the editing stuff. I have to take 30 minutes to like do it. Like sit down and record, but you actually have to take a lot more time to record and everything. I think you deserve credit for managing that balance.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, like I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, we've done it well, when you deserve a lot more of the credit than I do.
I think personally, I think we both share enough, because without you sitting there even for 30 minutes, I wouldn't be able to do everything. And I would also like to thank like everyone who's also even come on the channel before this. Like I think each and every one of them has helped significantly with how much how much they even like try and push our stuff out, initially, even like sometimes even months after it's come out. I think it like really helps.
I agree.
Both of
and
us.
throughout the year,
Mm-hmm.
like there have been some like brief moments where someone like is like, oh shit, there's the like I listened to your podcast. And
oh yeah, you just feel so good at that time.
Yeah, because Alex, like I hope she doesn't mind, but like Yakna, right?
Yeah.
Like, I met her in Nairobi.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just there, and it was like this strange moment where she was like, she didn't want to bring up like the podcast like instantly, but then she like brought it up, and she's like, I actually listened to your podcast and it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice. And she's like, I don't listen to it every day or like every week.
Which honestly we don't expect someone to do that.
Yeah. I don't ever listen to the podcast. I like enjoy every week.
Yeah.
So I don't ever expect you to, but those are the moments that like you feel good for making the content that you're creating.
Yeah.
Like it feels really nice to be like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We are. Those were like I would say my favorite moments of like the year.
I think for me my favorite moments are like when you're just I've had moments where I on social media I just get messages from people who like, by the way, I've never even talked to or interacted with, or some people like I've never even spoken to them in like months or years maybe, and they come up and they just message me like, yo, I've been listening to your shit and it's really good, like keep it up, man. Even I think, I don't know when this was. I think it was in like during the summer break that we had. We'd gone to Westgate, and I met someone there. I forgot who it was. But I know I met someone there, and I'm pretty sure he was like from high school, from junior high, and he's like I listen to your shit every time it comes out, and you're like doing at the time he said you're doing big things, and in my head I was like, this is nothing, like we get barely anything on our shit, but thank you. And he's like, you're gonna do well in it. It's like, the times like those, it kind of gives you the slight push that you need to like keep doing more.
It's a really satisfying feeling to be like told, like you're doing well, like it's really good, like it's really good content, keep doing it.
Yeah.
Because I remember having like like Yash at the start, like he was like, he told us about how like good it is, Like that was the best feeling ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I think that should bring us to the end of this episode. I think it's I what do you want to call it? Episode 1, season 2, or we continue with our previous numericals? In that case, it would be episode. Let me see.
Let's start off by making Roman numerals now. It's episode I now. Or
Fair
1.
enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And then, yeah.
So episode I.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
Thank you for watching.
Next time we're recording, we
Yeah.
might have other people on the show. Oh.
Yeah. That would be pretty exciting.
Yeah, that would be really interesting. I think that would be a good movie. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this, feel free to know that you can apply. We will only take people with 1,000 followers or more. If you have less, don't ever bother fucking messaging.
That's a lie, by the way. We'll take anyone, not anyone, but like if you are, if you think you have something that you can bring to the channel, and to be honest, like it doesn't even have to be someone that we both mutually know. It can be someone from my friend group exclusively, someone from your friend group exclusively.
Absolutely, yeah.
It doesn't matter.
There's no requirement for literally no requirement.
Yeah.
Okay, pause. Cut that out.
I'm gonna censor that whole thing.
Okay. For some reason, when I don't know when it was, but there was a point where I wanted to like beep something, and the process of beeping fucking made me so anxious. Cause like, if I just bleep it incorrectly and it's like beep you know, like
you can hear the end of the word or something like that,
or like a ja beep. Like who's not going to know? Yeah, definitely. If they're jazzy messages, you just don't take it.
Fucking hell.
Just don't. Yeah. All right. That was a good one. I think this was a much better podcast than the other one.
I don't think we've even ended it yet properly.
Okay. Goodbye, guys. Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Hopefully, this year we'll bring a lot of new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Try to venture into new things. We wanted to do gaming for a while. Hopefully we'll have the time to do it.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Adios.
Bye.